Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we will be painting on postcards. These postcards are from Etchr and I will link them down in the description box if you want to check them out. I do love them too, making some cards, simple cards. Also, I will be using my watercolors. I will guide you through the process and tell you which colors I'm using. For the brush, this is around number 10. Also, I will be using this brush from Lebenson paintbrushes. This is great for painting details, lines, and one round smaller brush for splattering. And also this micron Pigma 01 ink pen. And basically that's all for the supplies. I will link them all in the description box, so if you want to check some out, you can find them there. I will be painting 4 cards, and for the first one I will be using Wow Pink and also a little bit of Skink Pink from my Pastel and Cozy collection. And I did not wet the paper this time, I'm just painting in the petals, and if it's easier for you, you can sketch the flowers for yourself, but just keep in mind these are simple loose florals, so you don't need any detailed drawing or be anything particularly precise. Just do whatever you feel like and whatever it comes. Just painting the petals, even if they don't look perfect, that's just fine. It's gonna be cute at the end. Now I have mixed in a little bit of yellow light and also some simple green, just green, and painted in the stem and also leaves. For the leaves, I'm painting one side of the leaf and then just watering my brush, rinsing my brush and smudging it onto the other side, just to create some lighter and some little bit darker side. Also, I did the center for the flower with that same green, some splatters with pink and also with some clean water. And then I left this one aside. Moving on to the second one. For the second one, I'm using blue turquoise. This is from the Dream collection. And I'm using a very tiny bit of pigment because I do want to make it look a little bit light transparent, so I did not use a lot of the pigment. Then picking up Wow Pink and mixing in with that blue turquoise just to paint in the smaller buds. And also one side you can see I did the same thing as for the leaves in the previous card, just painting one side a little bit darker, then rinsing my brush and painting the other one lighter. Again, mixing the same colors, blue turquoise and some Wow Pink, to paint in the other 2 petals. For the first flower, I did leave it to dry somewhat. It's not completely dry, it is somewhat dry. If you're a patient person, you can leave it to dry fully or dry it with your hair dryer and then paint in the second 2 petals. I would really like if they are more distinct, that there is more distinction between the petals, but I wasn't patient enough, so I painted them while they were still wet and it bled slightly one into each other. Then again, same green, mix of light green and simple green, and then just painted in the stems. Also these smaller leaves, just with the tip of my brush. As I said, this is a Lebenson paintbrush. I painted in that smaller leaves, some splatters with pink, and then I picked up black, painted in the root of the flower and also the top of my buds. I thought it would look a little bit nicer, a little bit more elegant, so just added a little bit of the black. And then again, while the paint was still wet, again, not really patient, I just added a little bit of the black to my flowers, to my petals, just again to make the distinction between the one that is in the back and those 2 in the front. And then just on top added a little bit more of mix of that darker violet color. Moving on to the third one, I've used some coffee brown and painted in the center of the flower, then a little mix of yellow light and this is black with twist. I've created a very, very, very light paint, some grayish, yellowish paint, and painted in the petals, and then with black, just doing one side of my center to create some shadows. Same green as I used previously, and then again coffee brown. Some few petals. This is going to be a flower looking from the side, and also I decided to add a little bit of the black and some leaves. You can see quite simple ones, and added some stems to them. Also, I've picked up more black and added a little bit more of the black to the center, and also to my petals, just to make them a little bit more interesting, to add one more color, some black to the leaves, some splatters. And with these few last details, I'll finish off this one also, put it aside to dry, and moving on to the last one. I'm using rich pink from again Dream Collection, and just painting one side of the petal, rinsing my brush, and then moving it to the top of the petal and the other side, adding a little bit more of the pigment nearest to the center, and some skin pink also here and there, and then picking up some black, doing the central part of my flower, and then doing some little stamens in the center with a dot on the top. You can do this with ink pen. I wanted to do it with watercolors. Ink pen I will be using only for the text. I won't be using it on flowers, but if it's something that you like, you want, you can add them also to the flowers for edges of the flowers or some details, whatever you like. Then adding one more flower, again using same color, skin pink and rich pink, some black for the center, and also some green for stems and leaves. And this time I wanted the edges to be uneven, so I did wiggle a little bit with my brush, just making those uneven edges. Some black also, just to connect all of those flowers, and I really do think that black looks quite elegant if you're not using it too much. I don't want it too much, just a few details with the black. A little bit more with rich pink, adding it on the edges, and then just with the water moving it around onto the petals, and some splatters with black, some splatters with pink. And that's also the last one done. Now that the first one is dry, I did want to add a little bit of the black to that one also. I did not use black on the first layer, so I wanted to add it just a little bit again to connect all of my cards, and a little bit more of wow pink on top, just to make some distinction between my petals. Now that it's dry, it all blended together, and I did want a little bit of the distinction. And some black to the center, some details, and a few more splatters. And now I will just write in the text with ink. This one is going to say Sweet Days, but you can use any text you like. This is just an idea, suggestion, so you can write in whatever you like. A little bit more distinction again on these petals, some black in the center. When it dried, it was too light. So just watch your cards if you like them. You don't have to add any more layers. If you want to add something, you can definitely do that. That's completely up to you. This one is going to be Remember Happy Times. Third one, Your smile brings me smile. And the last one, it is free to smile. And now I decided to add some of the edges. I thought it would look a little bit more nicer if there is some edges with black. I'm just adding some broken lines. And with that, I'll be finishing off these cards and of course this video. I hope you guys like this idea. It was quite simple for cards. So if you're looking for an idea, there you go. That's quite simple to do. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, share it, and comment. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. I have over 400 tutorials there, so I'm sure you will find something for yourself. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!